The day has come, my friends, the decision we have all been waiting for. Koons and Siegel versus Platkin, the case to decide whether or not our Second Amendment rights will be defended or continue to be trampled on here in the state of New Jersey. And Trenton, we have a problem. Let's get to it. What is up, everybody? My name is Jay Casa, and today we are going over the decision this week on the Koons and Siegel versus Platkin case, which was basically the appeal of the carry killer bill, which limited our right to carry in many ways, many ways, but most importantly by limiting where we can actually carry by their use of banned, quote, sensitive places, the vehicle transport rule, which bans loaded and unsecured firearms in our vehicles, as well as the exorbitant fees associated with receiving our permit to carry in the first place. But before I get started, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button and also consider subscribing, because we are building a tight-knit community here of like-minded individuals who are looking to fight for, protect, and defend our Second Amendment rights in blue states like this one, New Jersey, as well as other blue states like it. So if that interests you, hit that subscribe button, because believe it or not, still over 80% of you guys that watch my videos, 86% I think it is, are not subscribed. So please, it's a quick, free, and easy way to support the channel so I can continue getting videos out to you guys like this every single week. Today, I'm going to go over a little background of how we got here in the first place, what the decision means for our Second Amendment rights, and what can we do going forward in order to fight for our Second Amendment rights here in New Jersey. So let's rewind all the way back to 2022, a different world, after the Bruin decision, where blue states like New Jersey were forced to issue carry permits to everyday Americans like you and me. The state of New Jersey then passed a bill that severely limited where, when, and how we are allowed to carry a firearm. I guess the state of New Jersey only thinks that self-defense is a right in certain locations that they decide, and only if you can afford it. Now, in retaliation to that bill, many of our pro-Second Amendment organization friends got behind two plaintiffs, Koons and Siegel, and they argued that the law that New Jersey created in the carry killer bill, that their permitting requirements and bans on carrying firearms in sensitive places violate the Second Amendment and our right to bear arms for self-defense outside the home, as recognized in the original Bruin decision. This is when the district court, Judge Bum, granted a broad preliminary injunction blocking many of the sensitive places bans, but not all, the vehicle rule, the insurance mandate, and the fee hikes. The Third Circuit then stayed most of the injunction pending appeal. So as you can see, it went back and forth a few times, and we have been in limbo for 2 years now waiting for a decision, and well, we got it. So let's go over the actual decision that was made this week. Now, full disclosure, I am not a lawyer or even a legal expert in any way, so I'm gonna try to make this as simple as I can for just myself to understand, as well as you guys that are watching. So the court did uphold most of the sensitive places bans, unfortunately. You still can't carry at public gatherings, you can't carry at schools, childcares, libraries, museums, entertainment venues. They argued that this was similar enough to other historical bans in places like schools and jails and legislative halls to prevent breaches of peace or risks to vulnerable groups. You still can't carry in parks, beaches, recreation areas. You still can't carry in bars and casinos. For this, they argued that it was comparable to historical tavern regulations prohibiting armed intoxication or disorder. You still can't carry in healthcare and mental health facilities, can't carry at youth sports, zoos, summer camps, and they actually even added filming locations to the sensitive location list. So remember that the next time Adam Sandler asks you to be an extra in Billy Madison 2. And here's a big one. You cannot carry, even still, on public transportation. And out of all the weeks to decide this, after the Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutska was viciously murdered in Charlotte while sitting on a train by a ruthless killer, I guess New Jersey does not think you have the right to defend yourself when perhaps you may be most at risk. Now, it wasn't all bad news, so let's get to the somewhat positive aspect of this all. You can still carry on public property as well as private property that's open to the public. You can still carry in your own vehicle. Whoop-de-doo, it does have to still be on you though, on your person. And you do not have to get that non-existent carry insurance that they were trying to mandate us with. And lastly, they did confirm that at least $50 of the $200 total fee was unconstitutional. More on that in a little bit. So what now? As you can see, we really mostly had, bad to mediocre news by this decision, but it's important to realize that this was not a final decision on the merits, but what's called an interlocutory decision, meaning the cases will return now to the U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey for further proceedings like discovery, summary judgment, or a trial. So the plaintiffs in this case, the pro-Second Amendment good guys, have many different avenues they can take to continue this fight. The most likely route, it seems, is an en banc rehearing, I think I'm saying that right, where the full Third Circuit, which is currently 14 active judges, reviews the panel's decision. This is appropriate for issues of exceptional importance, supposedly, or to maintain uniformity. The dissent by Judge Porter criticizes the majority's historical analysis as too loose, providing strong grounds. Petitions are due within 14 days, which would be September 24th, and the pro-2A organizations that we know and love have speculated that this is incoming. Now, according to the YouTube channel, The Four Boxes Diner, I'll put a link to that in the description box down below, he actually thinks that it's more of a win than most of us think. And I will defer to him since I am not a legal expert, but he argues that the decision was flawed and made a lot of mistakes, especially for when it took 2 years, that can be taken advantage of to help further our cause, specifically the ruling that the $50 of the New Jersey fee is unconstitutional. Four Boxes Diner believes this leaves an opening to us to be able to challenge the entire fee, as it is all attaching a fee to a constitutional right. Here's the bottom line. As long as we still have avenues to fight, it's not a loss in my view. And it seems like we still have ways to win, although we will have to continue to be patient, which is tough, I get it, because we know what a constitutionally protected right means, and that we are on the right side of this issue. But we also know that the same judges and politicians who think they know what's best for our own self-defense have armed guards and police constantly protecting them. But nothing worth it comes easy, my friends, so we must continue to fight and battle in the courts. In order to do that, we must support the organizations that support us, that are fighting for us. This includes the NRA, the FPC, the SAF, ANJRPC, CNJFO, and the New Jersey Firearm Owners Syndicate. All of these organizations are crucial to fighting for our Second Amendment rights on a day-to-day basis in our state and others. We all must also go vote in November. Talking to you in my state of New Jersey, because at the end of the day, having a more favorable governor, attorney general, state senators, state assemblymen and women, county commissioners, county executives, and local mayors and councils will help us all in our fight to protect all of our constitutionally protected rights, especially the first and the second ones. I really like those two. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this decision in the comment section down below. Is it a total loss, or are there some wins here that we can use to our advantage moving forward? Let me know in that comment section down below. I appreciate it so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.